The ladies, all ye in attendance gather round, as the official town crier for the town of Aurora, I have an announcement of great importance. And my lords and ladies, welcome, and please rise for the entrance of the platform park. Our national anthem.
With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard.
Thank you for joining us tonight at the inaugural meeting of the 2018-2022 term of the Town of Aurora Council. My name is Michael Duran, the town clerk, and it is my distinct pleasure to call this meeting to order.
I, Tom Maracus, having been elected to the office of mayor in the municipality of Aurora, I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or in any other improper manner.
Way to go, Tom.
Or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the municipal conflict of interest.
Thank you to the residents of Aurora for your faith in me and in all of us. I am profoundly humbled by the honor of representing our community, and I'm confident that we will work hard to deserve that trust that you have placed in us. The next 4 years represents a pivotal point in Aurora's history. Building on the work of the past term of council, we are now positioned to move forward on important initiatives that will be key community builders in the years to come. And I'd like to highlight a number of those issues that I've heard were important to all of you. Issues that you told me were important to creating a community that we want to live in. And over the next 4 years, this council must focus on creating a livable community we can be proud to leave for our children. Our downtown core has been envisioned for the past 20 years. This term, I'm committed to getting something done. During the 2014 term of council, we took the first steps towards our shared vision of a revitalized downtown core that preserves and promotes its unique heritage attributes. The redevelopment of Library Square into a true civic square, and repurposing our heritage building, the Armory, as the new home to Niagara College. who's specifically located in Aurora because of the exciting work that we are doing in our core. The completion of these two innovative initiatives will move us significantly forward to realize a vibrant downtown core. This council needs to work with all levels of government to develop long-term solutions to traffic issues in our community. And while it's true that a government can't create jobs at this level, we can make our community attractive for business to locate and to grow in Aurora. Revitalization of our downtown core through the redevelopment of Library Square will be a key economic driver for our community and act as a catalyst for other businesses to locate in our core. We have already seen that success with Niagara College, and Aurora is in a great position for a better economic future. But we need to leverage the tools that are available to us to retain the business we have and to attract new business. One of the first things this council will do is address the ward system. Residents have made it clear that they feel that they are better represented by a ward councillor, and it's time to act. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we take our first step towards a shared positive future.
I do want to thank my family first and foremost, because without them, I certainly couldn't be where I'm at today. I'd like to thank, my sister. I know in the last campaign she managed to go half a block, deliver my brochures, and came back complaining about a lower body injury. And this year she managed to get a full block and complain about an upper body injury, a thigh contusion, and a bone bruise. If there's an NHL trainer out there, then we can certainly use the services. The 41st President of the United States, George W.H. Bush, passed away this week. And Bush said to Clinton in the transfer of 1993, now your success is the country's success. Last term, the majority of council chose to revamp Library Square. Although it's been talked about for a quarter century, our council made a commitment to get this project off the ground. We voted and signed an agreement with the Niagara Culinary Institute to have them start a campus in our town at the Armory.
My volunteers walked and talked nearly 9,000 brochures. Thank you. My children, Sarah and Misha, for the last 15 years have knocked on too many doors for me to count. You are a gift to me. Going forward, now is the time to put protections in place for our stable neighborhoods. We are long overdue. Planning the library square is finally underway. Adequate accessible parking is required, or this community hub will not be inclusive for those with mobility challenges, including our seniors.
Library Square, the Armories, we're going to have an incredible, amazing downtown that you are going to love. My friends and family that live, far away are going to come here not just to see me and our family, but to enjoy our amazing town. And then there's my dad, Enzo. Enzo's here tonight. He's gone through a pretty hard time. I was hit by a drunk driver head on 12 months ago, and he's here. He made it.
To my council colleagues, Mayor Maracas, Deputy Mayor Kim, Councilor Gardner, Councilor Humphreys, Councilor Gillivan, Councilor Gallo, I certainly congratulate you on your election. It is an honor and a privilege to have been re-elected to, once again, to serve and represent the residents of Aurora. Although this will be my third term, I still find it just as humbling an experience as the first time I was elected, and I'm very grateful for the trust and respect the community has given me. As we begin our new term of council, I believe our residents have spoken very clearly about their expectations. They wanted an experienced council that will continue to work together to get things done. And there is much to be done this term, but in particular, I'm looking forward to working with my colleagues on the completion of Library Square, the Armory, and our continuing efforts to revitalize our downtown core. I'd also like to thank those who gave their time and efforts to help me in my campaigning to get re-elected, and especially to Chris, Allison, and Bill for your ongoing friendship and support for the past 8 years and many more.
Somebody had asked me what was the one thing that you feel helped you win the election, and I thought that's a good question because it was an answer I just could not pinpoint. And the more thought I gave to that question, the more I realized there was no one thing, rather it was a multitude of things. Now, there's no doubt in my mind that pounding the pavement and knocking on doors and connecting with the community was extremely important and rewarding. However, it was also the help I received from so many other people. Whether you helped me with my table displays, photographs, handwritten flyers, were part of my sign team, an editor, donated, hosted a meet and greet, or simply just connected me to more people, it was all a huge role in my success. I realize truly it does take a village, but most importantly, it takes will.
While the election is over and the expression of promises is thought to be over, I wanted to give you, the public, a promise to work hard, to represent you in the best interests and my ability, and to make decisions that reflect your best interests. I also want to acknowledge the hard work and efforts of all the other candidates that ran in the election. It is not an easy thing to do to put your name out there for public scrutiny and sometimes praise. Their commitment to the town has not gone unnoticed, and I look forward to seeing their contributions in varying capacities. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget the highest form of appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. John F. Kennedy.
And now if I can get a motion to adjourn.